if I have to pull this scooter over, and apparently I already did. Well, family leader Nate is a little pissed, but for good reason, and he ain't gonna stop being pissed until we find out what the fuck is going on with my dad and that 7-year-old boy. Okay, I saw this shit going on in February. I kept quiet about it most of the year because I was trying to survive and defeat homelessness without killing my dad by leaving West Virginia by any means necessary after also surviving an interstate kidnapping. It was horrible, kind of like my dad's face, kind of like everything he's ever done all over the county. Newsflash, Nathan's right. Newsflash, Nathan's gonna keep being right. The whole world is gonna agree with me. So, Deborah's dealing with it, and Deborah is like one of the best boomers there is. She really is. She's a little pissed that I ain't so grateful for her sending me money. But the thing is I asked for coordinated help, and I begged like all the boomers in North Carolina too for some coordinated help, and one of them just told me she lives on the Atlantic coast. This woman told me over and over again she wasn't familiar with the homeless resources in Denver. Well, you know, I never expected her to be. She also told me she used to be Catholic, so good for her. She used to be Catholic. The same coast that my mother was surviving when she painted that rooster, which would, Anita Hall, be like a really good solution instead of anything we have to look at ever painted by Tom Acosta and the largest mural in the state or all them damn skulls. It really would be like the greatest thing if my mother's art suddenly became importantly relevant and worth enough, half of what we paid my shitty dad for his. Yeah, I get used to it. Because I saw him leave and tell me he was sleeping with a 7-year-old boy. He's the only person my dad was concerned about or ever talked to. He did talk to Uncle Mike and dealt with Uncle Mike for 1 second. But basically, all day long, he was calling and talking when he wasn't actually with a 7-year-old boy. Guess what? Nathan knows that's messed up. Nathan knows he's right. I've already told the McDowell County Economic Development Authority, which used to be led by someone who had the courage, and her name was Penny Adams. Penny actually thought for a minute, I guess, she could lead economic development in the poorest rural county in the United States, but she doesn't anymore. She's just dealing with her family, I guess, and not dealing with me, but she should, because she's also a really good boomer. When people that's not a good boomer, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Mayor of Welch, Harold McBride. Guess what? He ain't really Rudolph. He's a drunk, and he can't sing like George Jones. Now, if you've ever given me money and you're pissed that I'm not like thrilled to death over $15 from last year, guess what? And Deborah gave me more than that. She did. I asked for coordinated help. But if you or somebody thinks you're God because you gave me $15 and your mother didn't try to kill you and you don't have a child molester for your dad who made you homeless already, just start dealing with the fact that I have, and I'm still dealing with it right now. In the winter, right here, right now. If you're in Denver and you told me one day, I'm not going to leave you, Nate, and so when I ask you, hey, plans changed, I really need somewhere to stay tonight, and you tell me, you can't stay here, I'm going to a party. If you also told me, the last party you went to, you just smoked a whole bunch of crack with rich people, well, I need to see you sing as good as Whitney Houston. Yeah. Then you ain't Whitney Houston. How about that? All right. Take care of yourself and each other, because you know I'm going to be talking to Lester Holt, Anderson, Carlson, Tucker, whatever his name is. I'm going to be talking to them people. I've already talked to Anderson Cooper one time, and Elon University's going to keep dealing with it too. Newsflash. All this produce, it tells me what country it comes from. We know where it comes from. My dad has more than one address. I don't know the rest of them. I don't even know his phone number. That's why I'm on these boomers like no tomorrow. I'm going to keep being on them because they live right around home. They can find out where he is. I'm doing all I can do, 1,400 miles away. I don't have my dad's address. I got one of them, but not the one he's staying at. And I do not have his phone number because my stupid brother, who just needs prayers like no tomorrow, like some of these boomers need diets, my brother needs prayers. We just are dealing with this. I'm literally living through two worst nightmares, being homeless for 467 days in the man of my dreams' grocery store right now, and dealing with you boomers. Before I get where I'm going, because I believe I will, I'm here at Cheeseman Park. Fun fact about Cheeseman Park, this is where I was the last day before I broke up with Ray, and it was the day the airplane engine caught on fire in Denver. And I was like, you think it's a problem, right? And he was like, it'll be fine. Well, you know, the airplane engine is kind of like McDowell County. It ain't ever going to be fine until they just agree Nathan's fine. Somebody here, in this correlation of bad boomers and stupid people, recently said to me, why don't you go find a man in your dreams to see if he helps you? Well, the thing is, your insults don't hurt because he still is. He believed in me the one day I didn't believe in myself. And that's all that he needs to do, but he kept doing more.